You've heard it here first. YouTube, you know if I'm back, I must have an exclusive. What did you say? I don't know why, but I'm like so intimidated by YouTube. I've been putting this off for so long and now I'm here and I'm still like, ooh. But I do have a YouTube exclusive for you all. So I guess that's part of my hesitation because once I say it, I have to commit. And by the way, I'm not getting ready for anything. I'm just trying out a makeup look because I'm missing the Knicks. Sorry if the TV is distracting in the back. I do have to watch my ops to see who might potentially be an issue for my Knicks. Before we get into the YouTube exclusive, let's just do a quick life update because I feel like I don't talk to my YouTube people enough. I haven't posted long form content in forever and there have been some updates. This Danessa Myrick situation, oh my gosh, I'm like really getting into it now and I see why people hyped it up. I got that like little mini set. It's available on her website. I love it. I already had the blurring balm in like the bigger size, but apparently you can't have too many. First of all, Laco de Bel Air, my Etsy shop is doing pretty good. I don't know if you guys know this, but I didn't intend on opening it for like a lucrative purpose. As you guys know, I am a lawyer. It was really about spreading Haitian history. So I always have a bunch of deals. I'll have like promo codes and I pretty much keep the items up all year round unless it's something exclusive. I do have some exclusive pieces which were related to FIFA. If you guys are participating in that, I know there's a lot of controversy around FIFA, but we are still extremely excited about Haiti advancing and making it to FIFA despite everything that's going on the island. So I did participate with that and I have some exclusive jerseys that will only be available for this limited amount of time. I've been getting more invites to brand events and working with more brands, which has been super exciting for me. You guys know I love my beauty and skincare content, but I specifically love going to events. Sometimes they'll send you a card, sometimes they have like a full spread. You almost always get a goodie bag of the products that they are trying to get you to push out. And the experience just feels exclusive. You feel very important. And especially being in New York, I'm like at the epicenter of all beauty events. So I'm always super excited to go. I can't think, I'm like freaking out because I'm doing this on camera. Going back to the Haitian history part, I have had the exclusive opportunity to hang out with Haitian artists, Haitian producers, Haitian comedians, just because of this virality from what happened with me dropping this photo on Brooklyn Bridge. And it has been such an amazing experience, especially in the month of May. You know, we were always looking for events to celebrate our heritage month. I cannot wait for May 18th. I don't have any plans yet, but I'm sure something will come up. I had a chance to meet Haitian V. I also got a chance to meet Success Junior. And these were all because I was putting out there how much I have pride in being Haitian and letting people know that I have my Etsy shop, and people kind of fed into that. And it was just like a very mutual and organic relationship. And I really love that part of this content creation. Now the big news, I'm going to be performing at the Jazz Festival this year. Exclusive. I know. And you're probably thinking, performing what? You are a beauty, skincare, go to brand events content creator and you like the Knicks. But I also like to sing. It's scary to say that because whenever you tell people you can sing, they instantly want you to sing and expect you to sing like Whitney Houston. I'm like, hey, there's in-betweens. There's Summer Walker, you know what I'm saying? There's SZA, there's her. I'm not, disrespecting any of these singers. I'm just saying that there are limits to this. Everybody's not Whitney Houston, okay? But I can hold a note. I am going to be performing this year with my cousin. I don't know if I mentioned this, but one of the Haitian artists that I've had a chance to work with is my actual cousin, which I know is probably shocking to hear because you know how us Haitian people do not play, okay? Nurse, doctor, avocat, engineer potentially. My cousin said, no, I'm gonna be an artist. It's really dope though because I can see my uncle and him, like their relationship getting really close. My uncle's giving him more stage time. My uncle has had this jazz festival. It's my uncle's jazz festival for the last 21 years, I think. It started off in his backyard and now we've got a chance to do it publicly in a public park in Valley Stream. Although it's like not my peers per se because I'm from Brooklyn, it's still like people I know because I kind of went back and forth between Valley Stream and Brooklyn. Of course, my cousins are out there. So it is very nerve-wracking. How about the fact that, my cousin has been doing this forever. He started performing in the backyard. He's performed publicly. And so this is like second nature for him, and he's trusting me. You know, he believes in what I could put out there. He believes in my vision, and I really appreciate him for that. But it also adds like a super huge pressure on my back, which, you know, I think I need. You know, pressure makes diamonds. So I think with that pressure, with his confidence in me, that will motivate me even more to put out the best performance. And this is my first time. I don't know if I said that. So, you know, I don't want to look crazy. I also don't want my cousin to look crazy. This is also my uncle, who I refer to as my dad. He basically raised me. So this is my dad's jazz festival. And I am part of creating the site and making the logo and trademarks and everything else. So kind of on the back end of things. And this is the first time that I'm really getting at the forefront. Well, I'm lying. Last year I did do interviews for the stream that we had, which was our first year doing that. I thought that would be a dope idea to get people kind of interactive who are watching from home. We're trying to have like a full production, okay? Like it was 20th year. So we were trying to do it big. We had Tabu Combo, which was huge. We're going to have Tabu Combo again this year, which is such a big deal. And like I said, the pressure is on. There's a couple of things that I gotta get prepared. Of course, there's practice. There is finding a band. I do know what song I'm gonna be covering. My outfit. My hair. What are we gonna put on the stage? Did I mention finding a band? These are all things I've like never done before besides my hair and my outfit. This is a completely different wheelhouse, but I just see it so clearly in my mind that I know I can execute it. I just have to get out of my head. I'm going to be documenting this journey on YouTube, which will allow me to be consistent on YouTube, but also have me be consistent with working on this thing on top of that. So it'll be kind of a twofer if you get it. The other thing was I saw so much controversy about Coachella. There was an influencer who had to work with a brand that he initially said people shouldn't be working with or something. It went like against all the activism he was purporting to do on his page. And, you know, I'm sure Coachella is a good event. I haven't been. And, you know, a lot of the time it's kind of a hit or miss as to whether I would like the artists who are performing. However, I will say the good thing about having a father who is so super talented, so super creative, and always execute his plans is that I always look forward to his jazz festival every year. It's something that, you know, has really introduced me more to jazz. I have a respect for the music. I wouldn't say that I'm a big jazz fan per se, but I've been to jazz clubs. I can hear it if it's sampled. I like the instruments. And it's just because I've been raised by it and I've had it in my backyard. And unlike Coachella, no shade, this is a festival that is free, it is fun, and you don't have to sell your soul. Not only am I performing, but I am marketing for this year's jazz festival as well. I don't think that I'm doing the stream this year. That would be way too much, but I actually haven't talked to my dad about that, so who knows? I am doing the Beyonce Mariah Carey method, and I'm getting on the treadmill and I am singing while on the treadmill. That's right. Because people are going to expect Whitney Houston and I can't give them that. But I can give them Slay, and that's important to me. My cousin and I have been meeting essentially once a week. And he is keeping me motivated. He is keeping me seeing the vision. We were supposed to do this last year, and it was a completely different plan, honestly. I think we kind of got fatigued from the plan, which is why we're switching it up this year. That's not to say the plan that we originally had won't be executed. I just don't know if this year is the time, especially with this being my first performance. My mom doesn't know I'm doing this, by the way, and a lot of the family doesn't know. So that's why I call this a YouTube exclusive, because unless my family is actually watching my YouTube all the way through, which I know they're not, nobody's really gonna see this coming. Last year was a huge hit. We had Tabu Combo and the turnout was insane. I mean, they are a classic Haitian group that even American artists have sampled before and are aware of and understand how important they are to the Haitian culture and music generally. So we're kind of opening for them. So that's more pressure. But I can do this. I know I can. Like, there's a reason why this is happening at this time and why I feel prepared. Why it took me so long to record this, I don't know. Like I said, I have to commit once I say I'm doing it. And I didn't know if I was ready to do that. So I'm nerve-guided. I'm nervous and excited at the same time. I think there's going to be like this huge adrenaline rush that hits me, and it's not until we're probably doing rehearsals and everything that it's not going to be really real to me. Really real to me. Maybe when I post this, it's going to be real to me. Heh. And I also think it's just important to show what it takes to host an event like this, to be a part of an event like this. I think it's an opportunity that a lot of people don't get. And I would love to have the opportunity to show people that not only is it possible for people generally, but for Black people. Sharing this journey is to really encourage people who have an idea, who just think that it's so far-fetched or so hard to execute, or you don't have the money, you don't have the backing, or it sounds so crazy. Because again, I've seen my dad, I've seen myself, I've seen my cousin, I've seen people around me who have had outlandish ideas and they just execute them. I remember vividly being in my living room hosting Christmas not too long ago, and I remember saying to my cousins, like, imagine if I just became a content creator, like just out of nowhere. Like, I'm a lawyer now, but imagine I just became a content creator. And my cousin looked up at me and said, okay. It was funny because they already know me to be that. It was like, we're waiting for you to tap into who you are. So I'm sure there's somebody waiting for you to tap into who you are, for you to execute that idea, that plan, that whatever. And yes, there are going to be days that are extremely hard. There are going to be personalities you're crashing with. There are going to be things that just don't go how you planned it, but there is a way to work around them to get to that final vision. And I think that by documenting this for myself and seeing it back later on, it's going to serve that same purpose of seeing how far I came and what I was able to create because I stuck to the vision. I hope. We didn't put nothing on our lips. Hello? So you've heard it here first. Your girl will be performing at Simon's Valley Stream Jazz Festival this year. It's the first Saturday in August. I'll post it here because I can't remember the date right now. It is a thing that's happening, and I will be documenting my journey, including finding a band by May 30th. That's right. It's May as we speak right now, and I have to find a band by May 30th. I can't repeat that enough. I need a band. If you know any, in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be back in the next episode. Bye.